don't care if these are poison. There's chocolate and peanut butter and caramel in these Sumbitches.
I call them Sumbitches.
What's up, Sumbitches? I'm pretty sure you can guess what we're making in this video, but if you don't know, Sumbitches are a kind of cookie that got their name and popularity from the show How I Met Your Mother, which of course I own none of the rights to. These cookies are the ultimate stress deterrent, made with peanut butter and chocolate chips and caramel. In the show, they look less fluffy and more like of the kind of crisp chocolate chip cookie you get that's like flat and the edges are crispy. It looks like that. So I'm going to try and get as close to that as I can, but I imagine the center is soft and loaded with chocolate chips and caramel, and it just sounds really good. I'm gonna make a caramel that should firm up so I can put it into the center of my cookie dough ball so that it'll bake inside. We can have a nice gooey caramel filling. If it doesn't firm up the way I want it to, I'll just pop it in a pastry bag and drizzle it on top for a delicious decoration. It was my brother Alan that asked me to make these cookies for him, so I thought I'd make a video sharing the process since I didn't see any vegan versions of this recipe out there. And as you know, since I don't like peanut butter, I'm going to be making a regular batch that normally has peanut butter for him, but I also got some hazelnut almond butter for myself to make a batch so that I can try them too without dreading the smell and taste of peanut butter. Really, I just want to find out if these cookies are as absolutely addictive as Lily makes them out to be in the show. For that cookie dough, you're going to need peanut butter, or in my case, hazelnut almond butter, chocolate chips, sugar, milk, vanilla, flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Don't think I have forgotten the butter in these cookies, because I haven't. This is a butterless cookie recipe. You don't need it, and you can kind of skip that process step. If you bake often, chances are you already have most, if not all, of the ingredients you need at home to make these Sumbitches. I am using a different caramel than I used in my Take 5 video, which you can find here, because that one wasn't as firm as I'd like it, and I want something that is going to hold shape so I can roll it into the center of my cookie dough ball. For the caramel, you'll need just a word of caution. I stopped whisking for like a second and it started to burn, so constantly whisk, consistently whisk. Make sure that you don't let it burn. It can turn really bad really fast. Hello friends. As you can see, I have had a change of clothes because I burnt my caramel twice, then I burnt my hand, and then I spilled caramel all over the stove top. So obviously it's been cleaned. That was the other day. I was just out of commission that day, but we're here to try it again. It's a new day. I've learned from my past mistakes. So instead of trying to use that new caramel that was supposed to firm up and I could scoop it, I am just going to use the caramel from the Take 5 video that I said I wasn't going to use earlier. You'll be able to find the recipe for that down in the description below and on the Sumbitches recipe that I'm going to put up on Ko-Fi. But for the video, you can just go to the Take 5 video and watch that. I didn't want to be too redundant on the channel and have me doing the same thing a bunch of times. It's a new day. This is going to be spectacular, and it's just time to make these Sumbitches. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's going on, in a separate bowl, I'm going to combine my dry ingredients In a large mixing bowl, I'm going to cream together my nut butter, sugars, and vanilla until it's light and fluffy. So for about 3 minutes. I usually don't do it for less than 3 minutes. Then I'll beat in my milk until it's well combined. And finally, while the mixer is still going, I will shake in my dry ingredients so that they can mix together and make a complete dough. All that's left to do is take my cookie dough and scoop it out and put them on pre-lined baking trays. Once you get your cookie dough on the baking tray, you'll take a fork and push down in a cross-hatch pattern on the top to get that traditional peanut butter cookie look. Next, it's just time to let the cookies make their magic in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes and then cool on a wire rack after they're done. Once the cookies are cool, you'll caramel we've got set aside and drizzle it over the tops of each cookie. All right, y'all, I'm here with my cookies and they turned out very well. They're looking pretty good. My caramel did harden, so I'm gonna have a bit of crunch when I bite into them. And the reason that I am not saying this to your face is because I snapped the neck on my camera stand and now I've got nowhere to screw my camera into. I'm coming to you from this new angle and a different camera because, as I said earlier, the neck snapped off of my camera stand. And so I'm using my cell phone to finish off this video. I wanted to do a taste test of the cookie and show you how it turned out. They look really good. They look really tasty and I'm excited to have them. These are the ones with hazelnut and almond butter instead of peanut butter. And yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, so make these cookies. I don't know why I never would have thought of this combination, but it's really good. It's like really good. I can see why Lily made her way through a container of these cookies because oh my goodness, these sumbitches are good. In all seriousness, these cookies are really delicious. I am going to be eating at least one tray when this camera shuts off. Maybe I'll give a few to my roommate, but these are actually really good. These are really, really good. If you have never heard of these and you just want to try them, or if you're a fan of the show and you're vegan now and you wanted a recipe, totally worth the time and effort. The cookies don't take long to make, they don't take long to bake, they're absolutely delicious. Throw some protein powder in here, you got yourself an absolutely gorgeous protein cookie. But this is my birthday gift to myself every year from now on because these are really good and I know if I make them too often I'm going to just be a blimp and it's worth it. Thanks for watching this video. Had you heard of these cookies beforehand? Because before my brother asked me about them, I hadn't heard of them. I'd seen How I Met Your Mother, but I didn't get that far. So yeah, let me know if you knew these were a thing. I will be posting the Sumbitches recipe on my Ko-Fi, so you can go over there to see it for yourself and try making it for yourself. Let me know how they turn out. And you can also support me on there by simply skipping the Starbucks and buying me a coffee to help support Black Vegan Travels and maybe get me a new camera stand since I'm going to be needing one now. Also, I really want to shout this out and let everybody know about it. If you want more travel content, zero waste content, that sort of thing, I do have a podcast. It's live on Spotify, Pocketcasts, and Anchor and a bunch of different other podcasting services. So check the description down below if you want to give a listen to that. We talk about all kinds of stuff regarding food and travel and zero waste. And I would love it if you would join me there for the Black Vegan Travels podcast. And also, if you liked learning about these Sumbitches, give my video a like, subscribe so you can see more recipes and travel content, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post. Definitely let me know if there are any recipes that you want veganized that I can do for you, and I would be happy to test them out and try something new. But for now, I want y'all to stay safe out there, eat well, and travel often. I'll see you later. Bye.